Good morning everybody, John June here. Welcome to the Shave Cave. This is the final Shorty Sunday shave for September. Yeah, I got it right that time I think. Anyway, this one I'm going to focus on the maintenance of it rather than the actual shave. I'll start off by just getting a bit of moisture into my face, nice warm water in a basin. I'll be shaving with Cella from Balm. It's blooming, so I've just put some hot water in there. It's been in there 20 seconds longer than this video. Just to give you an idea of how long it's in there. Stirling Soap Co. synthetic 2-band brush, also in the basin. Okay, maintenance. Prompted by this razor I received from a customer earlier this week. Now, if you look at the whole razor, it's nickel plated, and he went for the matte nickel finish, which I think looks absolutely gorgeous. But the edge, look at that, the edge is all rusted. Okay, so this one I've been using, look at that edge there, you can see it's shiny. There you go, nice and shiny. So, although the nickel does protect the razor from rust, as you can see here, the edge is polished steel, so there's actually no nickel on the edge. So the edge will still rust. He allowed it to air dry and then added oil and wiped it off. I'm not 100% sure what he did, but obviously it didn't work. He basically tried the razor, wasn't too confident, so put it down for a few weeks, tried it again, and tried it again a few weeks after that. He's had it for a couple of months, and the rust has come in just because you think about it, condensation and everything will collect on the edge, which is why it's rusted. I always advise people that when you have a straight razor, oil it. Store it, when you store it, I always say store it with clothes. So in a drawer with underwear or whatever, or on a top shelf of a wardrobe where you've got t-shirts and shirts all folded up. But the clothes will stabilise the temperature, and it's a fluctuation in temperature and moisture in the air that causes condensation. The condensation will then sit on the edge and the edge will rust. So that's all that's happened there. It's just condensation build up, I think, and that's been his issue. He's now got clipper side and gone through it. So, focusing on the maintenance with this razor. People buy, if I find them here, people love to have a double strop. I've got double strops. Honest guys, I prefer single strops. Yeah. I had to leave that for it. I do prefer single strops. So, on here, I've got this lovely thick, I think this is rue. Yeah, it's a really thick rue. I've never seen a rue like this thick before. And it's absolutely beautiful, but it's a single strop. Latigo. It's a single strop. And then I've got down here, denim. It's a single strop, guys. Buy single strops. You know, buy the doubles is convenient, but when this wears out, I'll just buy another one, rather than having to buy a double strop. Also, you don't really need this. Or you do, but I'll explain why in a bit. So, when you shop a razor, you use a leather, or a leather substitute if you've gone for a vegan razor or something. Okay, so pour that soapy water into the basin. Load the brush with all the bits dropping into the basin. I might need to buy another pot of Cella soon. Right guys, I can almost see the bottom. Almost. Okay, so when do you use each type of strop? Use the leather strop before every shave. People say use it after, some people say before. I say before. Because what that leather is doing is it's polishing that edge. So if you have any microscopic bits of rust, you're going to polish it before you get into the bathroom, and it's going to come up like that. Nice and shiny. And a shiny edge to a sharp edge. So, I always drop before 50 laps. With the kit that I'm having as a pass around kit, for people that want to try straight shaving without buying it, I'm supplying a double-sided strop, which is quite a coarse one, quite a fine one. So that's like the webbing, and that's the denim. That's mainly so the denim is supported by the webbing to make it a bit tighter, because when it's really slack, it's quite difficult to strop on. So in this instance, for the jade, it doesn't matter too much for the pass fangs. It's not very easy to keep for a long time. So pretend this is leather. So you strop away on this, you shave. After 15, 20, 30 shaves, it'll start tugging and the stropping won't get it sharp enough. 25 laps on the material aspect of it, whether it be hemp, webbing or linen or anything else. Then 100 laps on the leather. Then you'll have another 10, 15, 20 shaves. About 2/3 more of the shaves you just had again. So if you have 30 shaves and have to use this, on this side. So if you've had 30 shaves using the leather, you'll get 20 shaves after using the linen. Then you'll get 15 shaves after using the linen. Then you'll get 10 shaves after using the linen. Then send off for hone. So that gets you, instead of having like 30 or 40 shaves, it gets you 100. So that's how you get 100 shaves to an edge. Obviously, with the JJ Shorties that I'm doing on the pass rounds, you get the linen. I'm not doing leather because leather is expensive, and if you guys are destroying the leather, it's not going to be worth me doing it. So when you strop, keep the spine on at all times. And when you press the spine in, you see the point is here to here, it's straight, rolls. So the spine is taking up the slack. And if you, all these people want to lift it off, if you see there the lifting, that little bit there, you're going to take that edge clean off. And you're going to kill it. You're going to turn it from a nice sharp V shape into a rather dull U shape. I spend about an hour per razor honing them. It takes me, I don't know, 5-10 minutes per razor to strop them, because I do linen to clean off all the dirt from the honing. Then I'll go through a selection of different strops, 100 laps on each, and then I ship it out. Obviously I've got more strops for non-JJ Shorties. I use different strops again. I always do the, on here, I've got Cella material, then I've got hemp. Then I use a bridal strop, then I use horse. So 25, 25, 100, 100, so it's 250 laps. It does take a bit of time. Okay. My face is now dried up because of the amount of time I've been gabbling. Now, people who watch my channel see that I like to face lather. Now, you find a nice brush, spend a lot of money on a brush that you like, how it feels on your face, and that's how you go. So then some people like to stick it in a bowl and bowl lather. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 bowls. I don't actually use any of them that often. I used to, but I just prefer this. Yeah, it's quite nice and thick. Some people take, really wet and hydrated lather for your face. Some people say you don't, depending on straight shaving, etc. Hydrate your face beforehand, as you just saw, minimal water in there. Okay, so as you saw, I've stropped this razor. It has not touched the water. Yeah, I'll try and get this at an angle where you can see it. So put your spine in and just rub the lather off. When you shave with a JJ Shorty or any straight razor, pull the skin taut from behind the razor. Nice long strokes. Wipe the blade, don't mince it. Obviously, on here you could use your finger up there if you wanted. Oh, look at that. Big nose. But I find that's enough for me. Okay, and again, wipe on that. I do it for a couple of reasons. Firstly, I can see myself that all the way along that edge is taking stubble. So you might get a little bit that's pulling, you might get a bit that's missing, and that will tell me, looking at it, where it is. Again, wiping. Straight razors are high carbon steel. High carbon steel rusts. Eases out. Doesn't like water. I've got a bit of a private pass around going with a few razors in it, and it's been to about 5 or 6, maybe even 7 people over the last 6 months, 7 months, and a couple of the razors in that set have started to rust. So I'll be refreshing this set next week. They're going to come back to me, I'm going to re-hone them, and they're going to go out again. All the guys that I've included on the pass round are competent shavers, experienced straight razor owners, but it's because they've been in the box, and the box obviously had temperature changes as it goes through the raw metal system. So there's been condensation on them. No, I don't think anybody in there has been like, oh, it's not my razor, and just chucked it about. I think everybody is respectful, understand what I've done for them. So the drawback of them, the dew rust, and the other drawback is that edge you can't change it. The rusted one that I've got just there, all I'm going to do is hone it. I'm going to start it off on a diamond plate. And the diamond plate will remove the rust and take the edge back down to a nice clean edge. If I put it straight into a stone, there's a chance that the rust will scratch the stone. Or even end up with some of the rust embedded in the stone, and that will then scratch following razors, so leave it for an uneven finish. As you can see, pushing the skin down my hand here. So place it on the skin, pull the skin tight, and up we go. As I'm against the grain, the edge is almost touching the skin. So angles, people always go on about. With the grain, the distance between the edge of the spine here, just do it this way around, might see it a bit easier. Edge of the spine here and the surface you're shaving should be about twice the width of the spine. Go across the grain about the same width of the spine. Against the grain about half the width of the spine. Do this in here, see if you can see. No, you can't really see the angle there. You might really see it better if I do it here. Obviously I couldn't look over my shoulder while shaving to see if I had the angle, but I hope that angle worked. No, I have to do it here. Hope that worked. Because I haven't got to move it, I did actually cut myself just then. That's for me. Against the grain on top lip. Not every razor with a straight can I do that with. Also find that going across the grain is actually going against the grain for me. And it's much smoother. Okay. So now that I've finished the shave, I've just put the razor down quickly. Wash the face off. Put on a lather. You'll see here, we've put a lather over that. It will very nicely soak it up and heal up a bit. Okay, so now I'll rinse the brush out with cold water. Hope you all have a good weekend and you've got a nice day planned. The weather has changed, it has got a bit, the sun's coming out now. Has got a bit rainy and showery. And I think it's quite heavy rain booked for us this week. And for some reason, every garage in the country has got a queue that's a mile long. Well, we haven't. We've not bothered going out to get petrol or anything. So, with the flannel, I always save a little bit at the bottom here. So then put spine side down, pull it through. So I'm pulling off any residue that's on the razor. So that's now clean. And then wash the flannel off with cold water. Cold water in the basin. Then with a little cotton pad, you can use this. This is about £5 for a tube of clip oil. But that's what I use in things like Fat Boys and the Slims and stuff, the adjustable double-edged razors, or on a 3-piece I might put it in threads. I much prefer clipper spray in a can, spray a bit on a cotton pad, and just rub it in. Okay, and you can even go like that, so stroking backwards very gently, spine leading, to make sure you've got all moisture off the edge. Okay, that's it. That's ready to be put away. When I do the razors for barbers, because I supply several barbers around here with razors, because a lot of these you can only use one edge per client. So regular customers come in, they have a straight razor, and I then wrap them in cling film. The ones off my folder, I should really wrap them in cling film just to keep them dry. So if it's long-term storage, oil, cling film, light oil like that, clipper side. If you use this thicker oil here, over time it just sets to almost like a lacquer, which isn't good for anybody. Nice cold splash. That is BBS, guys. In fact, it's a very slick beyond BBS, if that's possible. That's an incredible shave. Okay. So some people will say, oh yeah, strop it after the shave, or use a linen strop after the shave. Don't, please don't. Leave it. It's done. It's oiled. It's done. You've cleaned it. You've removed the residue. You've then used a cotton pad with oil on it to clean it and coat it with oil. That's all you need to do. Because if there is any microscopic corrosion on there, by the time you shave with it again, the strop before the shave will remove that corrosion. I'm not saying that people that say strop it after are completely wrong. There is other opinions. I know for at least one other YouTuber that strops after every shave because it's convenient for himself. And he knows how to look after his razors, and when he puts them away, when he takes them out, he knows they're shave ready, he shaves with them. Doesn't have any issues at all. But me, myself, I leave it at that point there, I strop it before the shave to remove any microscopic corrosion and to buff up that edge. Anyway, 25 minutes. Well, nearly. We'll get there. Anyway, guys. Oh, and also a big thank you for all the new subscribers this week. I'll see you later. Bye bye.